Hello Manchester United fans. Marcus Rashford's Aston Villa teammate unhappy at Unai Emery decision after Man United transfer. Aston Villa head coach Unai Emery has recently replaced Ollie Watkins with Marcus Rashford in the starting lineup, benching the team's top goal scorer this term. Ollie Watkins has admitted he is not happy sitting on the bench after Aston Villa head coach Unai Emery dropped the striker for Marcus Rashford. The two England internationals have played together 7 times since Manchester United loaned Villa the forward. However, the last time they shared a pitch was in mid-March. Over the last month, Emery has opted for only one of them, with both regularly replacing each other as substitutes. Rashford has got the nod up front recently, starting all but one of their last 5 matches, including the Champions League quarter-final first leg against Paris Saint-Germain. However, Watkins was the match winner last weekend at Southampton, winning a penalty soon after his introduction before breaking the deadlock for Villa minutes later. The striker then shared his feelings about the situation following that match, with their quarter-final second leg looming. "I think this is probably the best Villa squad there is in terms of depth and quality," Watkins said. "It's a bit of a headache for the manager. With a fully fit squad, Ross Barkley, an unbelievable player, is missing out, so it shows the depth that we have got. For me, I'm not happy to sit on the bench. It's disappointing every game that I am on the bench, but it is the manager's decision at the end of the day. All you can do when you come on the pitch is to try to make an impact and then go from there." I saw what Ruben Amorim told Altay Bayindir to do, and he failed to do it for Manchester United. Managers are on a slippery slope when they start rotating goalkeepers, and that notion should not be entertained by Ruben Amorim at Man United. The goalkeeping situation at Manchester United is like a tagline from a blockbuster. Whoever wins, they lose. Lyon felt like a defeat, given the manner of Andre Onana's 95th-minute error. 3 days later, Newcastle inflicted the heaviest loss on United this season with Altay Bayindir between the sticks. Bayindir gifted Newcastle a 4th goal with a feeble kick that Joe Linton nudged forward for Bruno Guimaraes. Bayindir's kicking was an issue from kickoff, when United were ordered to play the ball back to him. Bayindir floated the ball into Newcastle's third and to Fabian Schär. Ruben Amorim had to instruct Bayindir where to place another kick. Narrowing his hands together, Amorim seemingly signaled for the Turk to punt the ball down the middle. Bayindir's kicking was so appalling in the FA Cup tie at Arsenal he kept finding touch. Going down the middle at least kept the ball in play. But for Newcastle, United were incapable of emerging from their own third with the ball once Newcastle started to press intensely. Joshua Zirkzee was advised to withdraw, so he had more room to gather any long balls. Opta Bayindir attempted 57 passes and completed only 27. United signed Bayindir as a backup goalie for £4.3 million from Fenerbahce. What you see is what you get. United are unlikely to deviate from their plan to recall Onana against Lyon on Thursday. The notion of rotating goalies may also go out the window. Newcastle was the first game out of 102 that Onana was omitted from the squad, and it was on borderline compassionate grounds. Bayindir performed in the 3rd round at Arsenal, his performance defined by 2 penalty saves in normal time and the shootout. That is something for Amorim to consider for midweek if United and Lyon are still deadlocked with the 2-hour mark looming. Onana has saved 2 out of 17 penalties, and United have lost 2 of the 3 shootouts with him in goal. Onana failed to stop any of Fulham's 4 conversions in the FA Cup 5th-round loss, though he did save from Callum O'Hare and Bernardo Silva against Coventry City and Manchester City last year. 5 minutes before the end of extra time in the 2005 FA Cup final, Sir Alex Ferguson told Tim Howard to warm up. Howard never came on. Roy Carroll was beaten by all 5 of Arsenal's spot kicks, and United relinquished the cup. Howard played 27 times and Carroll 34 that season, the one of Pedro Mendes's ghost goal. Carroll was released after the FA Cup final, and Howard was definitively replaced by the incoming Edwin van der Sar. Ferguson's uncertainty dated back to Howard spilling Benny McCarthy's free kick that was turned in by Castagna for the goal that made Jose Mourinho's career. Howard was benched for 6 games, and Manchester United Man UTD interested in surprise move for Southampton goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale. Manchester United could pursue a new goalkeeper when the transfer window reopens this summer. The Red Devils have had a horrid Premier League campaign. They have picked up 38 points from 32 games. The goalkeeping has been an issue and manager Ruben Amorim may want a new solution before next season. Andre Onana has made multiple errors leading to goals. His deputy Altay Bayindir has been guilty of the same too. The Sun now report that United are interested in signing Southampton shot-stopper Aaron Ramsdale. The Red Devils have been monitoring the 26-year-old for the last few games and believe he can be a strong option between the sticks. United will reportedly face competition from West Ham United, who have identified Ramsdale as a top summer target. United could explore deal for Ramsdale. The Red Devils have had a tough time between the sticks due to Onana's unreliability. The Cameroon international has made 5 errors leading to goals this campaign alone. Bayindir was handed a surprise debut at the weekend against Newcastle United. He was nervous in goal and gifted the Magpies with their 4th goal with a poor clearance. United need a fresh solution, and we won't be surprised if Ramsdale emerges as an option. Despite Southampton conceding many goals, Ramsdale has built his reputation as a shot-stopper. He has not made an error leading to a goal. He has made 4.4 saves per game with 2 penalties stopped. The Englishman averages 23 passes per game with an impressive 7.7 long balls per appearance. Ramsdale has made 8.3 recoveries and has been willing to come off his line regularly. The Saints purchased him from Arsenal for £25 million on transfer deadline day last summer. We believe United can sign the 26-year-old for the same price, with the Saints relegated from the top flight. Ramsdale could return to London with the Hammers, but United should have a clear edge if an offer is made. A deal can materialize if he is guaranteed the number 1 role. Onana could be on his way to the Saudi Pro League. 5 goalkeepers Man United should target as a replacement for Andre Onana. Opinion. Goalkeeper Andre Onana has been inconsistent since joining Manchester United, raising doubts about his quality. Altay Bayindir has failed to provide competition for the Cameroonian, and he will likely leave Old Trafford in the summer for more game time. United will be in the market for a new goalkeeper in the summer to provide competition for Onana. Read on as we take a look at 5 goalkeepers that should be on their list. Lucas Chevalier. The 23-year-old is one of Lille's most important players and one of the best goalkeepers in the League One. He has averaged 2.8 saves per game and prevented 5.9 goals, the 5th best in the French top flight this term. However, signing the French goalkeeper would be difficult as Paris Saint-Germain and AC Milan have been linked with him. Joan Garcia. Garcia is one of the most decisive goalkeepers in La Liga this season. The Espanyol goalkeeper has averaged 3.7 saves per game, the highest in La Liga. He has prevented 4.18 goals, a tally only bettered by Getafe's David Soria. Man United have been linked with him but face competition from Arsenal and Barcelona. Sen Lamens. Lamens has been one of the best goalkeepers in the Belgian Pro League this term. The Royal Antwerp stopper has averaged 4.6 saves per game, the best in the division, and has prevented 11.77 goals, the 3rd best tally. Man United are reportedly considering moving for the Belgium youth international in the summer. Zion Suzuki. The Japanese is a pivotal player for Parma and one of the best young goalkeepers in Europe. His all-around ability makes him an intriguing prospect. Suzuki has averaged 2.8 saves per game but has a negative goal prevented tally due to facing more difficult shots than any other goalkeeper in Serie A. He is comfortable with the ball at his feet and can play with a high defensive line due to his sweeping abilities. James Trafford. The English goalkeeper is attracting the interest of Premier League clubs following his impressive campaign with Burnley in the Championship. Trafford has conceded the least number of goals and has recorded more clean sheets than any other goalkeeper in the English 2nd Division. Only Stoke City's Victor Johansson has prevented more goals than him.